Today's exchange in the Senate Judiciary Committee highlighted growing bipartisan frustration over transparency in the Jeffrey Epstein case.
First of all, I want to express at the top a lot of frustration that the DOJ is scraping money back from some states. I've made this point multiple times, but it is very frustrating to me that my state is being denied these type of grants while other states are. We're seeing a big frustration across New Jersey that very thoughtful grants that could be saving lives and being substantively helpful are being denied. And with that frustration, I want to call up an amendment. I'd like to call up my amendment number ALL 25698. Mr. Chairman, this amendment would allow S1098 to take effect on the date when the Attorney General makes public all unclassified files, flight logs, correspondence, and evidence related to Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, and their associates. The Department of Justice, we know, clearly has lied to the American people one way or another. Attorney General Bondi said that there were truckloads of evidence from the Epstein files and the Epstein list, leading people to believe that there was criminal activity that they had evidence of. I know Bovee, who we're talking about, was part of this. We found out yesterday that the president is mentioned several times in the Epstein files, and he was briefed on it back in May when he said he was not told that. Then in July, suddenly the DOJ and the FBI said there was nothing additional to disclose. So what's the lie? That there are truckloads of evidence and this DOJ is protecting those associates with this horrific crime? That Mr. Bovee, a Third Circuit nominee, is part of that cover-up? Or is the lie that there is nothing there at all? Let's just find out. This is simply asking for disclosure and transparency, and I'd like to offer that amendment.
Senator Cory Booker of New Jersey proposed an amendment, number 25,698, that would effectively delay a piece of legislation, 1098, until the Attorney General publicly releases all unclassified files, flight logs, correspondence, and evidence related to Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, and their associates. Booker's argument? The Department of Justice has not been fully transparent and, according to him, may have misled the public about the scope of evidence it holds. We discovered yesterday that the president is mentioned several times in the Epstein files, and he was briefed on it back in May. This is simply asking for disclosure and transparency. Grant funding dispute. Booker began by voicing irritation that DOJ is pulling back certain grants from his state, framing it as part of a broader pattern of frustration with DOJ's decisions. The transparency gap, the senator argues, is due to conflicting information. Attorney General Bondi allegedly mentioned truckloads of Epstein evidence, yet DOJ later claimed there was nothing additional to disclose. Implications for nominees. Booker tied this issue to Emil Bove, the Third Circuit nominee, suggesting potential involvement or at least a failure to ensure transparency. The Epstein case continues to resonate with the public because it touches on high-profile figures and allegations of systemic cover-ups. Calls for releasing flight logs and correspondence are about more than just one case. They raise questions about how much the public deserves to know about criminal investigations involving powerful individuals. The tension here isn't just about one amendment, it's about trust in institutions. When members of Congress openly accuse the DOJ of lying or withholding evidence, it erodes confidence in both the justice system and government oversight. If this amendment gains traction, it could pressure DOJ to declassify more Epstein-related materials, something activists and some lawmakers have demanded for years. If you want deeper breakdowns of congressional hearings, legal debates, and the ongoing transparency fight around cases like Epstein's, subscribe to the channel. We cover these hearings in real time and explain what's really at stake.